Alright, I guess I'm back for part 2 here. CR is back, creative redundancy, afternoon time with me. And like I said, I guess I guess the first part is gonna be really quick after all. And like I said in the first part, seeing what's up with all of you. I lost my train of thought, and honestly I disconnected there. So sorry about that, everyone. I do appreciate everyone that came back. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna run the what's it called? My intro again. Might as well run the intro again, since I don't have an outro for the last one. I'm just gonna stick with this actually. Oh, actually, hold on. So you can actually see me. I'm not actually just gonna cut the video portion. Just I don't know. Maybe I'm running too hot or something like that. So I'll just cut the video portion since I'm talking a lot more. So let me pop up the side chat here so I can see what's going on, and hopefully, not disconnect again. Let's see here. So I do appreciate everyone that came by on the first part, which also didn't last as long as I wanted to, but you know, I guess it's the tech, the electronics, right? What's up, Plymouth? What is up? Let's see, he knows. He knows. He knows. He knows. He knows. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. Or I probably should know why, but although I probably should have gave it a rest after, but whatever. Anyways, let's see what's going on. Hey, thanks, Food Forest Permaculture. Have fun. Thank you very much. Hello, BC Outdoorsman. How are you doing? Hopefully, pretty good. I'm getting a lot of Maple Leaf support today. That's good. That's good. So, I'm not sure where I left off. I think I was talking about the cold or something like that for a bit, but I think I think disconnecting just gave me the cold shoulder for that. So I'm just not to mention that. So, let's see here. So what has been up with me? Well, let's see here. Well, I've been working on a few things here. And like the usual stuff, creating, stuff like that. I've been actually trying to like update a few things that I have around here. Maybe reduce some kit weight. Alright. I know Plymouth's trying to reduce some weight in his kit. In the last couple videos that he put up. I was especially on the last fire kit that you just did. Which was awesome, Plymouth, by the way. Oh, I mean, like, just in general. If I can save the weight, if I can, alright? I mean, I try to reduce the weight and the bulk as much as I can without sacrificing too much of the functionality or capability. So, for example, yeah, I probably could lose half a pound, but I don't want to give up that water bottle of water. Something like that. Whereas I'll be like, hey, do I really need this extra key ring? Might seem very trivial or like, it's not to make a big difference. But the thing is, if I keep doing it with different things, eventually I'll shed an ounce or whatever. And of course, like always, if you're wearing a backpack or anything you're wearing, especially when you're going walking or whatever, you gotta move that weight forward. So it takes energy to move that weight forward and forward and forward, right? So the less weight there is, well, the easier it is to move forward. If that makes any sense. Hot tent. No. Yeah, exactly. The ounces, the ounces, pounds, pains. Saying that everyone knows about. I mean, yeah. So yeah. Let's see what else. Been reorganizing a few things here, personally. Uh, kind of, how do I say? Grouping things together, I guess. Hello. Washington Country News Station / Utah. Hello. So, yeah. Organizing a few things, trying to group things together. You know, find an excuse to use some of that cordage I have, I guess, too. Which actually I have been. So let me welcome into the room here, Iron Fire Horse. Hello! Hi, how are you? Yeah, you just realized I was on. Again. This is part 2, by the way, because I suddenly got cut off on part 1. So, yeah. Anyways. I'm just reading a few things here. Okay, that's awesome, eyewear. Okay. Um, Snow? Washington? Country News Station / Utah? Snow? Snow? Did I mention snow? I think that says it all today. I think that just says it all. Snow. There's a bunch of other 4-letter words that I could say, like warm. Just trying to stay warm. I know some places out here are quite cold. And like I said in part 1, it's supposed to get cold here later in the week. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I've been organizing a few things, trying to use up that vertical space a little bit more. Refine a few things, you know. Especially on some of the creations where I've gone so far, then I kind of refined it and not scale it back per se, but kind of refine it and how do I say yeah, refine it, you know. Uh, so if you were to do like woodwork or whatever, smooth things out a little, kind of. Well, I guess revise it. I guess revising, smoothing it out. That's always it seems to be a good word. All right, Iron Fire Horse. I don't know, but the notifications, sometimes it's a hit or miss, and sometimes I'll just go directly to the channel, whoever, right? I mean, if I want to watch for example, just putting Plymouth out there just because he's in the chat right now. If I wanted to check out his content, I'll just go there. I don't have the notification on for that for his channel, to be honest. Sorry, but I go directly to the channel and watch. I mean, sometimes I'll see it in my feed, the subscription feed. I know that's usually how I do it. I just update the subscription feed, and hopefully I'll just mysteriously see these videos or live streams that are on now. Yeah, BC outdoorsman, yeah. Warming up your sleeping bag beforehand. Yeah. I remember some people saying, you know, make sure maybe do some squats and stuff like that. Some exercises before you get in so your body's a little bit warmer so when you get into that sleeping bag, it'll warm up faster. I mean, there's other things like, what, if you have a fire or whatever, and, of course, you gotta be careful with it, is open up your sleeping bag and let the inside warm up with that infrared heat from the fire. To, let's see what else would work, hot, hand warmers, body warmers, such, you know, things like that. I know sometimes I'll actually, like, rub my body in the sleeping bag and get that friction going too to generate some heat in there, just to kind of warm it up. Welcome back, Iron Fire Horse. Mm. So yeah, I guess I'm all over the place on this, but it's alright because I don't actually have a topic for this. Just kind of winging it a little and seeing what's up and kind of give a more brief update on the channel on things and what's going on with me. I know you guys have seen me around. You guys have seen me around. I haven't been absent. I only released one video this month. Unless for some reason I upload a video tomorrow. But it's because I've been trying to actually do stuff too. And I have a little bit of time right now to do a live stream, so I'm like, okay, why not? And see what's up with you guys, right? All of you. And like I said before, and I'll say it again. I mean, from our live streams, when I see the channels out there, I see people behind those channels, or a person behind that channel. Because you guys are more than a channel name, I see, and text on the screen, but there's actually people behind it, listening in their car with Bluetooth, listening on their headphones, listening on their tablets, listening with their hearing aids, listening with their Bluetooth headset, etc., etc. Maybe watching me on a big screen TV and such and such. I know some people do that, so I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, exactly, Iron Fighters, exactly. Real people out there. Oh, thank you. You know, in this world, kind of like this impersonal stuff where, you know, sending text messages, instant messages, IMing, uh, what's it called, chats on like Facebook, or even on here, I guess, because technically, you guys can only see the text and just hear me, right? I mean, like sometimes we forget the kind of little things, I guess, right? Maybe things that people do and stuff like that. Like, you know, I really shouldn't put on the video, but when people do these air quotes, you know, to emphasize stuff and stuff like that, and figures of speech and stuff like that, tone of voice, right? Or you would know, hey, they're just joking around. Where when you see it on screen, it's just like the same text. You can't make it out unless someone says, you know, LOL, JK, all that stuff, right? You don't know they're kidding. Sometimes I've seen misunderstandings in chats before and stuff like that. Or sometimes it's just, or you're reading it wrong. You're like, I thought it said, XYZ word. No, you misread that. And you're like, oh, my bad. Or you mispronounce something, you see it on screen. So let me welcome into the room here Amanda M. Hello, Amanda. How are you doing? Oh, thanks. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Hopefully you're doing alright too. Nice and hopefully you're nice and warm out there. I know it's kind of colder out east, so I've heard. It's supposed to be cold this weekend too. So, you know, we're gonna get these cold spells coming in to the country, I guess. So let me also welcome into the room here Southern Ohio Prepping. Hello. Yes, you found me. You found me, man. You found me behind the CR. I can't hide behind the CR here any longer. I don't know why. I guess my aura or spirit just kind of penetrates it. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm glad you guys are having a good time. Good, good. Yeah. It's nice out here, Fire Horse. It's only -6 out here. That's about, what, 622 Fahrenheit? Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier before I got cut off on part one. I was talking about this conversion thing. However, it'd be ironic if I get cut off now. Please don't. And people were asking me, why do I know these things? It's because my international audience here. And people, now, obviously everyone knows that I live here in Canada. Big Maple Leaf, Land of the Beaver, hockey! Sorry, I had to emphasize the 5th season here in Canada. But I also have audience in the US and, well, other places. So I try to, when I give out numbers or whatever, or talk in the chats or whatever, I put both. The best I can. Even if I have to Google it. But I tend to start remembering it because I keep doing it all the time now. So, about the temperature or something like that. Or even distance, stuff like that. It's just funny how I just kind of know it, but I used to always be fairly good with numbers, so, you know, it's not too much of a stretch for me to kind of remember some of it. I mean, it's not like I'm remembering like a 12-digit number or something like that. Just basic stuff like if I remember, 2.54 centimeters equals an inch. I think it's like 3.28 feet equals 1 meter, etc., etc. 32 Fahrenheit, 0 to Celsius, you know, and so forth and so forth. And of course, -40 is -40, however you see it. And it's cold. Oh wait, you can't see me shivering. I'll rub my hands. Just kidding. Actually, you're not supposed to actually rub your hands. I try not to do that in the winter. I try not to. It's only a temporary thing. I mean, like, it's one thing for me just to do it right now, but when your hands are really, really cold, it doesn't help that much anyways. Especially if you already have frost nip and frostbite, it doesn't help. And actually can do more damage once you have frost nip and frostbite anyways. Because you can't feel it, so you're basically just rubbing ice. Frozen skin. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, exactly, Iron Fire Horse. And that's why I had to relearn everything and just kind of be like, oh yeah, 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 okay, and stuff like that. Oh yeah, this equals about that much, so I can at least estimate, maybe get an approximation or something like that. Hmm. Still 32 Fahrenheit, right? I will. So I seem to be getting a lot of comments. Yeah, maybe they'll drop in. Maybe they'll see I'm live right now. I'm getting all these comments just randomly, and I'm like, yeah, they'll probably drop in. So yeah, what else? What else? Well, coming back to what I was talking about a little bit earlier about what I've been doing. I mean, like I said, I've been trying to reduce the weight in some of these kits or the bulk without sacrificing too much of the functionality or capability of the setup, the kit as a whole. So I don't mind giving up one key ring and such. That I probably could go without, but like I said, I probably not done ditch that bottle of water. that's too that's too important to give up necessarily. All right, Iron Fire Horse, thank you for taking the time to drop in. I appreciate it. Take care too. I know I'll see you around like usual. So what? Let's see. What else have I been up to? Some organization. I mean, I organized the bin that I had, and I realized that after organizing it, I actually had more room. I was like, yeah, win-win. That's what I'm like when I organize. Where the organization, whatever the system it is, whatever I try, you know, it, I try it out and realize, hey, I feel a little bit more like I'm not wasting so much time trying to find a tool or something like that. Or, like I said about this bin that I was organizing, I made more room. Like, pretty much the same stuff's in there, but because of the organization, I might be using the space better, vertical space better, where it's just like, hey, I got more of that horizontal room, which means, hey, I can lay, XYZ gear back in there again. I can add a little bit more. There's still some room to grow. And I can kind of still access it. And to me, that there's something about that. Because I've talked about hoarding before. And, I try to remember. Because I've actually seen those videos on YouTube and such. Hoarders and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah. I'm trying to tone it back down. And besides, the more organized I am, the more space I have, and the more space I have, the more room I have to create. So that's my justification for organizing. Not just to make everything work better and access it better and get more room, but actually to be able to do stuff. So when I come into, an XYZ room, I'm like, yeah, I know exactly where it is, not oh, it's all the way in the back. I gotta move the shelf out of the way. I gotta move all the stuff away just to access it for something that I probably should have left in the front or somewhere else where it would be easier to access. Sometimes I'm like that in my what, and sometimes you get that epiphany, that sudden realization, and you're just like, why didn't I do this before? Well, sometimes it's like that. But hey, at least you did realize it now and can start implementing this organization idea, whatever it is. Maybe it's a lazy Susan in a cupboard or something like that. I know. Basically, if anyone doesn't know what a lazy Susan is, it's basically something on a wheel that spins so you can access stuff. Basically, usually you would see it in a cupboard. I've been actually thinking about making a lazy Susan. Just not sure for what yet. But one of these days, I think I will. I don't think it's too difficult to make, even though I've never made one. Oh yeah, center. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's another reason why I wanted to learn the conversion. So hey, I don't got to. It's in my head, right? Knowledge in your head weighs nothing. Yeah, you can bring out a phone, you can bring out a calculator, but that's weight, and you have to have it with you, right? I would rather be like, hey, I can. Okay, I know how to convert this. It's not that difficult. It's just a free 4-digit number. Shouldn't be too hard to remember. Oh yeah, it's exactly more space equals more stuff. Yeah. Although I'm trying to tone it back a little. Tone it back a little. For the sake of organization. Well, for the sake of being able to create more. Because it's easy to gather stuff. But to make it organized and where you can actually use it at virtually a moment's notice, that's a different thing. I can just be like, hey, I'm just gonna put this right here. I got it, I got this XYZ backpack, it's full of stuff. Then, I don't want to go, oh, now I gotta go use it because I need to, per se, or want to, and find out that, hey, I didn't even organize this. My first aid kit's at the bottom of the bag. And for some reason, my, per se, survival tools are at the bottom of the bag. I mean, that doesn't make sense. So that's why I've been trying to reorganize a few things and just, hey, I can grab this and be like, go do what I gotta do. Not spend 5 minutes. You know where the screwdriver is? It was under the sink. No, no, none of that, none of that, none of that, none of that. It's funny sometimes when I'm with friends and stuff like that. Visiting friends, of course, right? Like anyone else. And sometimes out of nowhere you'll hear that those the words. Do you know where the screwdriver is, or whatever? Where I can be like, I'll just take a look, and depending if a precision screwdriver's needed, I'll be like, oh yeah, I got something, man. Just whip up something that I got in my pocket or that I'm everyday carrying and be like, yeah, I got something. Easy, simple, done. If I gotta find more specific type of tool, then I do. Then I'll actually go do it. Yeah, exactly. It's not hard. Right? Sometimes it takes a little bit of forethought, right? And sometimes it doesn't come right away, you know? And sometimes, you know, you may or may not have to buy something. I mean, I've been, I'm organized with a few things without actually having to buy anything. But I mean, buying like big compartment drawer, shelves or whatever. I mean, like, I guess that's not help you, but you'll probably not have to buy it. Or randomly find some yard sale or secondhand source of it. I mean, I've been lucky before about these compartment drawers, and you can get like at a store for like 3 bin, 5 bin, 8 bin, whatever. I remember one time I found a 3 bin one. So that's the number, by the way. So I did get a 3 bin for free. Yeah, a 3 bin for free. Yeah. So that's the number 3 with the free. Yeah. I mean, the only thing is I had to take it back, bring it back home. So that's the only work I had to put into it. It was worth it. It was worth it. It made it was like the perfect thing. I was just like it was always meant to be. I'm like, it just perfectly fits. A little bit of room, maybe like, maybe a quarter to 16th of an inch on like the sides and on the back. I was just like, yeah, perfect, perfect. Because right now I actually have like a backpack on top of it, so I was just like, nice, nice. It's one of those things where I was just like, yes, I'm glad I decided to go out. I'm at the right place at the right time to get this. So, because I mean, for something like that, new would have been like, let's say, 15, $20 Canadian, give or take. Give or take. It's probably cheaper in the US, or you can get it online cheaper or whatever, but I got this for free, you know, not a big fan of the color, but, I'm just using it to organize it's miscellaneous type of stuff that I have. So I was just like, yeah, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. If I really wanted to, I could, paint it or whatever, but I'm not bothered with that. Because the color's not that big of an issue for me. I was just more worried about the organization and if it would fit. But it does, so. Yeah, I know. I do. Hey, I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to get better at it. Well, Southern Ohio prepping, I generally know where my stuff is. Generally, let's just say. I mean, if I wanted to pull like a contractor bag out or something like that, I'd be like, I can do it if I wanted to. Some other things might be in a bag that's at the bottom of the bag, but I know where it is. Because I think the reason why I like to know where it is because if I gotta get access to it, for whatever reason, right? I want to know where it is. Be like, so I could almost find it in the dark. So, because like for example, a flashlight. I know I've shown the lights out kit or the blackout kit or power outage kit, however you want to call it. Well, if you're trying to find a flashlight in the dark, wouldn't it help it to know actually where the flashlight kind of is? Like, I know some people would be like, "Oh, I just keep it I keep one in a drawer." Like, let's say you don't got your phone with you for some reason, right? So you don't got your phone with you, so you can't access this flashlight function because you put it down or you were sleeping and the power went out or whatever, and you woke up and you're stumbling, all right? And you're trying to stumble. You'll probably stumble for your phone first, right? But let's say you didn't have one or whatever, right? You're trying to stumble for a flashlight. If you were trying to look for it in a drawer, I'd be like, hopefully you don't have anything sharp in that drawer. Like scissors or where you're feeling it just like, I don't think that was the flashlight. And that was kind of sharp, right? Pokey. Yeah, I don't want to go for that. Or, it's hanging. It's hanging. And I got solar lights too, so it wouldn't be such a big deal. And I probably would carry a lighter in my back pocket or something like that. But, I mean, I just don't want to go for that hassle of like, hey, where is it? Because no one likes to, say, come on, I know I had it. It was right here yesterday. I, had it. And you're just like, spending the next like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long trying to find it, you know? And then you realize it fell behind the counter. It fell behind the desk. It's hiding behind something or underneath something where you couldn't see it, you know? I know, I'm pretty sure lots of people out there have experienced that with keys and stuff like that. I know I've experienced that, where you're just like, you have it, right? Maybe it's even a power cable, right? I know a lot of people are like, uh, probably saying something like that, like power cables for your phone or your laptop or your tablet or something like that, where you're just like, where did I leave the charger? You know? So that's why I'm like, I just don't leave it here, you know, in the kitchen or whatever. Something like that. Yes, yes, Plinth I have. But I have found them eventually. But I mean, like, it's like anything. I mean, like, anyone can lose things and stuff like that. And sometimes, sometimes I just gotta remember, you know, it was just gear. Gear can be replaced. It was something I made. I can recreate it again, and kind of look at it like that, you know. It's not something as irreplaceable as, you know, life, let's just say, or someone, or an antique maybe, or something handed down from like a grandparent or something like that, where it's kind of priceless. That's a little bit different though. You funny Southern Ohio prepping. You funny, man. You funny. You funny. So, let me just check here. Oh. So I'll probably go for a little bit here, not too much longer. Hello, Lil Hunt XD. Alright, alright. I'll try to come by and check it out. I'm actually getting behind on videos. I mean, there's so much. I mean, it's kind of hard at times to kind of keep up with that stuff. Especially considering, like, we all got 24 hours in the day, minus sleep, work, showering, bathing, personal stuff, family stuff, and actually, per se, going out, spending time with friends, family, in the woods and all that stuff. You know, it's hard to find sometimes the time to watch videos. I mean, I try to, but sometimes they're long. I mean, even with the speed increase, even with the closed captioning on. But I try to come in, show some support, especially on the content that I want to watch. And you know, always got to remember, not everyone's gonna watch your content, or at least all of the content, just because, especially if it's a broad scope of it, I guess. So like in the gaming world, if you were into first person shooter games and stuff like that, you'd probably be like, hey, I'll join, I'll support this gaming channel, but they don't, show first person shooter games all the time, and they show off a role playing game. Yeah, you probably not don't watch it because you're not into that. Whereas, hey, it's another first person shooter game or whatever, right? Or whatever. And you're like, and then come watch it. You know, it's like a fire kit for me. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll come and watch it because I want to watch it. I'm really interested, and usually they're not too long. Because usually, like, if I'm gonna watch a longer video, I usually will dedicate the time for it. Like, while I'm eating supper, dinner, whatever. Something like that. Where I can dedicate that time. So I'll probably go for another 5-ish minutes, give or take. Because like I said, I had no real specific topic about this live stream. It was just to see what's up and kind of mention a few things that I've been doing. Which includes cleaning up. Because honestly, if you're organizing, you're probably cleaning up too. Trying to scale back a little, you know. I showed my face enough. And actually, I already showed my face earlier in the stream. And on the last video. Which I suddenly got cut off on. I think that's why I'm not doing it right now, because I've decided to make this an audio only. And hopefully it'll actually go all the way through. And then, like I said, I'm not really showing anything major. I mean, like, to be honest, right now, I'm just trying to undo this one knot. So I can get this cordage out. So I can actually use the arbor knot that I have on this. Oh, that's another thing, actually. That reminds me, speaking of knots. I've been trying to learn a little bit more knots and hitches. And trying to incorporate them in somewhere. I have found one of the hitches kind of useful already. For something else, I was just like, oh, it actually kind of helped me. I was just kind of glad because I was just like, it kind of actually works with this the arbor knot, Canadian jam knot, quite well, actually, surprisingly. For what I was using it for, of course. Because I was trying to hook something onto the back of the backpack. I was just like, well, this will work. It actually did work. And then now it's sitting on the back side of my, well, it's not sitting on the back side of my bag, but it's sitting inside the bag right now. So, right, that's just for something if I go riding. So, let's see, what else? I guess that's gonna be pretty much it. So, if anyone doesn't know already, I'll actually mention this. Why not? Why not? Because I was just on his live stream earlier this morning, I guess, with Will on Just in Time Prepping. He's got another live stream going on in about 6 hours from now. So if you want to drop in, now this live stream that they're doing will specifically be about survivalism and prepping and bushcrafting. I'm not sure exactly the topic, but I do know it's within the realm of that. So if you want to go check that out in like about 6 hours from now, that's over on the Just in Time Prepping channel. You'll probably see me over there in about 6 hours or whatever. Alright, Southern Ohio Prepping, thank you for taking the time to drop in. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Say hi to him. So, yeah. Will's not have a live stream later on in about 6 hours, so I'll just add that. I don't have the link available right now. All you gotta do is search for it. Oh, wait. There we go. So. And if you enjoyed the content over on Just in Time Prepping's channel, well, give him some channel support. I know he'll greatly appreciate it. Just as much as I appreciate everyone that's dropped by and support me here on this channel. The content. Coming by on the live streams. Giving you that view watch time, however long it is. Thumbs up, downs, and all that stuff. I appreciate it. You know, it makes me, yeah, at least it gives me the motivation to keep going with it. And just keep doing it. You know, and be like, yeah, okay, I'm just done. Keep doing it. Why not? Right? So, I will actually here. Why not? Just for you, I will come in here. If I will allow me. So, I guess I will end this with me on the screen. Like I said, cordage. So, thank you everyone. I appreciate it. And thank you for joining me this afternoon or evening if you live out in Europe for this quick live stream. I appreciate everyone that came by. There's a lot of them. Let's just say. I guess I could go through a couple. I know Plymouth came by. Iron Fire Horse. I Will. Amanda M. Lil Hunt. XD. Southern Ohio Prepping. I Will. So just scroll up the screen here. Let's see. BC Outdoorsman. Washington Country News Station / Utah. Inside Freedom, Food Forest Permaculture, and everyone else that came by on part 1, which includes Kira. So, thank you for everyone that came by. I appreciate it. So, you know what it is. It's time for an outro, because I didn't have an outro for part 1, so I'm not having an outro for part 2. Yeah. So, as the world changes, so must oneself. To reach a new level of skill and knowledge, one must practice as much as he can, of course. One person can't help everyone in this world. But one person can help someone in this world. And until the next live stream, creation mode, video, until the next time you see me, you know, it's peace out from, you know who? Peace out from CR, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you, everyone, and have a good rest of the day. And check out Just in Time Prepping in 6 hours. Peace out.